Hello and welcome back, everyone. Heir of Tzeentch here, and we're going to be continuing to change the ways of the Empire, whether they like it or not, and they most certainly will not. We're going to head towards Castle von Karstein now, actually Castle Drakenhof, and we're going to spread a lot of Tzeentch corruption and open a rift. That's going to be how I hope to get to our first battle here in terms of... Let's see, Strider. Do flying units need Strider? I don't know whether they do or not. I have no idea. I'll throw it on an infantry unit just in case, and then the flame attacks I guess we'll throw on there too. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. I'm going to just set up some trickster cults along the way. I have enough to get a second army put together, or I could focus on just making this army much more painful, which is something that I'm certainly interested in. I definitely want a Mutalith Vortex Beast. And speaking of, I was working on one. I need to remember where it was that I was attempting to build the training facility for it. And then it is likely going to take me a number of turns to get it done. Oh, yes, we have finished it. So we can recruit a Mutalith Vortex Beast. It is all the way back at Salzenmoon, which we're not going to be anywhere near anytime soon. So we'll probably have to just go ahead and set that up via a global recruitment here. But that also, yeah, we did get this Vortex Beast in the army, so we're good in that regard. But I mean, I guess we could always get more if we need to. But we've got Ace on the Fallen, so we'll make use of that first. Now, speaking of what happened last time, I am going to be responding to comments, though I am going to actually film a few episodes in a row because I have a little time, and so you may notice that I do not respond to the comments from the latest episode. Say, like right here, you should be watching episode 7. When I make episode 8, I'll still be responding to some of the comments from episode 6 because I'm recording them back to back in order to try and get some more work done into this week, because it is going to be a busy week and I'm just attempting to get ahead of it. And I had a little time here. The Blue Scribes continue to rank up. I'm adding Lores of Magic to them. This has now opened up our other tiers up here. So Ice Magic, Dark Magic, Dead Magic, Primal Magic. So we get all kinds of stuff. Rat Magic. We have all kinds of fun. All kinds of fun. Is this one... Primal Magic is this. All spells of Big Wa, all spells of Little Wa. Okay, so it all comes in one. Interesting. What is this? Spells of Yang. And I'm assuming Yin and Yang. Okay, come with that one. And then we get Ice and Frost probably here. Yep, we're of Ice and Frost. Okay. There's a lot of good stuff here. I think we should add Rat Magic. I love the name of that. It's very accurate. It is so much magic. It's insane. So we can improve the barrier for these guys, which would probably be good. And then they can add Terror. Heroes Army. Oh, so it gives more bearer to all my horrors. Okay. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. I don't have a ton of horrors in this army, but there's a few. So it won't be completely wasted there. Speaking of wasted, we need to spend some of our money. I'm going to just kind of leave some of these buildings to spread Tzeentch cults and hope that it works, but I'm also going to leave some stuff to help improve discoverability and kind of trick the faction into thinking that we're really not that much of an enemy. So I'll build a few buildings every time. We're going to continue moving along our path to Sylvania. And I did want to get to this comment from Nikki, who says, has anyone noticed that their playable characters are no longer available? In my case, with Tzeentch, I only have 2 characters available. Older ones are gone. Which ones do you mean, Nikki? I'm curious maybe if that's a new bug or something. Let's see, Tzeentch. I think Tzeentch should only have 2 characters available. Like Village, for instance, I think actually goes under like the different faction. Like it doesn't actually fall under Tzeentch, if I remember right. But I think under Tzeentch you end up with just Kairos and the Changeling, if I'm not mistaken. But you all let me know, and feel free give some feedback for Nikki there. I'm not gonna make any any deals with rats, that's for sure. He's Prince and Emperor. Man. Alright, so we need to get over here and start spreading some Tzeentch corruption in the vicinity. Awesome, there we go. So we're moving into position. We're going to continue to have buildings that we can build. Spreads it, and then let's put in this discoverability reducer. Austin, okay, we haven't built anything here, so let's build a couple basic buildings there. Okay, that'll be good. And like I said, hopefully we'll kind of slowly pick up our income. If I was capturing any settlements that were making a lot of money, and I felt like are going to be there long term, because I'm worried that the ogres are just going to overrun everything. Ogres or Fecundites, one. That's why I'm not leaving the symbiotic trickster cults very often. But, you know, again, if you ever come across a settlement, so like, for instance, this one at Wolfenburg, I'm making a lot of money off of the one at Wolfenburg. So this is a good example of where you should leave those symbiotic ones, but you can kind of just look at the income. It's like, for instance, this one might not be a bad place to put the other kind of building. I mean, we could pick up 405 there. I mean, it's not amazing, but like, again, you can kind of just scan through that income and like, see they're making 900 down here at Wurtbad, and the settlement here both might be pretty good ones. So see, there's some pretty good income through here, but if I attack them, of course, it's going to make them weak to their enemies. So there's a little bit of potential give and take on how that's going to work here. I'm actually a teleport over here into vampire territory. Ooh, they're making good money at Waldenhof. Castle Drakenhof is also loaded, so those might be some places for us to get some parasitic trickster cults. In fact, our income just went down. Maybe because we went into enemy territory versus someone we're not at war with. I don't remember all the different things that we have going right now in terms of what we pay for upkeep. I do believe there's a fair few strange rules at hand. Let's see, hang on, where are we at? Erengrad? Ooh, they're making big money here. Let's steal their money. Make some grimoires. And let us try and do some spreading and then like kind of warp these people into our way there. Okay, so that'll get us some buildings going. Go ahead and end my turn. I'm going to get to a couple more comments here. Alric says, wasn't Crowboy a servant of Tzeentch too? I guess talking way too much is just the Tzeentch way. Well, then the Tzeentch way fits me. I talk too much because I narrate all these videos, so that definitely covers me in terms of, you know, needing to watch out. Crap. We took some attrition. I'm gonna move this army up, and what territory? I'm still in Waldenhof. I need to move over here. I think if we can move over here to Castle Drakenhof on the next turn, then I'll use the Tzeentchy ways here to spread the corruption that we need to. See if we can get things properly spread throughout there. All right, let's go ahead and end a turn here. And then get another comment. Fox says, everything country and factions should be under Skaven management. The Council of 13 has spoken. Yes. So apparently Fox is a Skaven fan here and thinks that I should just be turning everything over to the Skaven. I did hand Altdorf to them. Not on purpose, but I went in and wrecked Altdorf, and then inadvertently it ended up in the hands of the Skaven, which I'm sure that they were not upset about. So here we go. Let's go into our schemes. Changing of the ways. And let's see. I'm going to spread corruption right here and perform. So corruption were spread, or at least it will be. And let's see what the Fecundites are up to. I was hoping that we've weakened the Fecundites pretty good. These factions are kind of starting to take hold again, and it looks like Kislev is rolling now too, which is good. I'd kind of hoped to get them rolling, and see, I've left behind a whole bunch of buildings and stuff. Or no, I'm thinking of a different campaign I played where I invaded Kislev a lot, but Kislev kept dying. At this point, though, they're in a good position to put a lot of hurt onto good old stinking Festus, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm happy about Kislev attacking Festus. I'd rather make the money and have the good guys rolling through, because then I can steal more of their money from symbiotic cults if necessary. But in any case, yeah. But yeah, it's... I guess everything goes to Skaven control, folks. And Ketasib says, in episode 3, you mentioned some controversial statement by CRPR and wondered, why not present it to you and ask for an opinion? So it's actually funny you mentioned that. And I'm not saying it specifically to me, but all of the creators, I didn't even have to go mention it, because all the other creators beat me to it and went over and basically told CA that exact same thing, which is like, dude, why didn't you just let us read it and give you some feedback before you released it? I don't know, maybe they will. Maybe they will. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's a good point. We definitely asked them why they went down that road. And he's got a whole big long comment here too. I appreciate you leaving it all. I have read it all. I can't read it all on screen for sake of time here, but thank you for taking the time to leave such an in-depth comment. I appreciate it. And that is a good thought. Like I said, we mentioned that to him. I say we, not I, but the other content creators mentioned it, saying, hey, please let us give you all some feedback on this kind of stuff moving forward. Might be good. And I tend to agree. I think that would be a good idea indeed. So we are spreading Tzeentch corruption. It has to go all the way up to 75%, I believe. And we could aid that by attacking here. It's going to be stiffly defended. But at the same time, like, I'm not honestly too worried about the vampires. With the Mutileth Vortex Beast, we're going to really be able to hurt the vampires quite badly. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle, and we'll just move in there. I think that magic-wise, we're going to really take a dump on these guys. Thorin says, seeing how CA currently defines land battles and the weak AI, I think they are massively hurting the success of the Changeling. Changing into any lord sounds fun until you have to revive them before having to kill them again. Hope CA fixes that, and then the modders can do their work to polish the Changeling to full glory. So, after hearing the success of the Changeling, changing into any lord sounds fun until you have to revive them before having to kill them again. Yeah, so I think that what he's saying is, like, you just kind of have to go through killing everybody, and then that makes them weak, and then their enemies roll through, and you all might see some of that going on with me here, and he's basically saying you have to constantly chase these characters and try and keep them alive so that you can kill them to be them. And I do think there are other ways that you can end up with certain characters in your formless horror, though I don't recall all of the details of it at the moment, but I do believe there are ways for that to happen. I'm going to bring all my forces over here. There are no towers to pester me over here, which is the way we like it. And Knights of Immolation, Flyers. Here's the Vortex Beast, by the way. I don't know if we've gotten to see it on the map yet, but absolutely amazing looking model here in the game, and it is a very powerful entity. I really like the Mutileth Vortex Beast. It has been very fun to use as I've been playing through these campaigns. Let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm gonna knock a hole in the wall here. I'm gonna swap into Kugath form here. Vampires are going to have no answer to me at the walls, apparently, and they've just pulled back into defensive positions. That seems a little bit strange, but, I mean, I've seen the AI making all kinds of weird decisions recently. Decisions, like, I've never seen the AI do this, like, just completely abandon the wall and move back. That is really rather strange. I'm going to move up and knock down the gate here. Kugath ought to be very difficult for the vampires to deal with. And let's go have a little fun. Let's take the blue scribes and screamers and stuff. Let's go have a little fun at the expense of the vampires. Alright, there we go. Just gonna move up these forces. Should have a hole in the wall here shortly. Or not. My...
The twin-tailed comet! Blue scribes!
I'm actually going to take these 2 units and turn off Fire at Will so I can focus it on some key units. I'm going to come over here and destroy these fell bats. Alright. I'm going to just move up further into the settlement. Start looking for some targets of opportunity. Yep, the wall's almost open. I'm going to tear the gate open as well, and I'm going to just start moving forces inside the walls. Here comes our attack on the bats. This ought to be swift and decisive. Kind of looking around for some towers, see if we need to knock down any towers. This one right in front of us will need to go down here in just a moment. Might just stick there and knock it to the ground here in a minute with all my flyers, but I'm gonna go do a little further scouting. Like, here's their lord up there. Let's go tinker with their lord just because I can and they can't stop me. Alright, there's hole in the walls. Let's get the tanks inside and let's get the infantry, at least some of them, moving in. And let's see, Kugath is working his way through the enemy gates. Hopefully it'll be down soon. Yep, it's about to drop. And then let's move these big boys up here too. Don't want to forget them. These units need to go in last, actually.
What do you bid? Go!
Okay, Kugath can jump in.
Darkness goes.
Alright, got all my characters moving in here. Some more crypt ghouls. Speaking of, let's get over here real quick. That tower's up now. Let's go knock that tower down. And let's see, where did their lord end up at? Here he is. Let's go cause a little pain and destruction, because that's what we can do. I don't really have a great spell for... Well, I have a fireball, which would work just fine. Let's pop it with that. And then... Ooh, that was pretty good. Let's do some final transmutation work on his face. And then back over to the blue scribes and see if we got anything next. Not really. But we can shoot him in the meantime. Grab some extra winds of magic while we're back here so we can keep the beat down moving. There's another tower back over here. Let's go tear that down. Okay, so we have bulldozed our way into the main area here. Let's bring these Knights of Immolation down. Here's the Aeson the Fallen here. I'll use the special ability, just demonstrate it. It's going to spread through all these units and cause direct damage. You can see that it helped get rid of them really rather quickly. So that is going to be the end of that little vampire resistance. And let's start splitting up. I'm going to move up and capture some of their positions. I'm going to send these units up here with Kugath, and I'm going to send these units right here. Let's go tear that down. What? How did I end up sending him over to a gatehouse? That seems like what I did not want to click on. Though there is a tower right here. Let's tear that down. So the enemy's starting to build towers everywhere, which is somewhat annoying. Did we kill their lord, or did he get away from me? Yep, there's a corpse on the ground, so we dropped the enemy lord. Sweet. He couldn't withstand our charms there. He had his ways changed. Let's fly these guys back over. And we are going to start bursting down the gate here. The steam tanks can work their way up here too, so let's keep them moving. Awesome. Okay. We are full on pushing up here. Actually move up to here first. And that tower's down. Here's another one over here. I'm just going to go around wrecking towers with these guys just because I can. And we destroyed their little fences. They've got some Black Knights. Other units here. I've got my Knights of Immolation. I can fly through there as well. push this support a little closer.
Yes, sir.
Steam tanks move up into that grave guard. Where's my other steamer?
Lords.
I don't know how that one ended up over there. That's not exactly where I wanted it, but that's where it ended up. Come on. Get into melee. Alright, I have a Vortex Beast coming over to help smack up these Grave Guard. And then we're working our way into that Vargulf over here. Let's target the Vargulf specifically. And then I'm actually going to target the Vargulf from the air as well. I'm going to use my Knight's Immolation. Rear charge those Black Knights. Got a Grave Guard fixed in position up there. Let's get after these towers. So, plenty to do in the siege. That Grave Guard got absolutely destroyed. I'm gonna see if we can spread this through these units. Did it? No, it didn't quite spread into that other unit, but oh well. Still did some good damage. So we've busted our way in over here. Knights of Immolation did their job. I'm gonna rear charge them down onto this. We got our capture started here. Man, we've got so much winds of magic. Let's bring these units around. There's another tower up over here. I'm gonna go kill that. Let's bring the old blue scribes over and have a little fun here. Zinch's Firestorm would be great, but it would also be extremely risky for me right now. So I'll do a little bit of Pit of Shades here. That'll help shut those guys down pretty good. And then what else we got here? Got some Transmutational Lead. Just because we can. And then let's drop some more spells on them. Again, just because we can. The amount of magic these guys can drop is really quite frightening. Alright, so we're still dropping some magics there. What are we doing over here? Let's help our Vortex Beast. Let's do a big hit over here. I'm gonna bring some help over. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the vampires still have a few troops left, but I don't think there's anything terribly substantial headed our way. Can't tell which way these guys are going. Just drop that over there and see if we can get their attention. That should be rather devastating. Do a double bombardment here. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. There we go. Alright, that's got the crumble, so the vampires get absolutely shut down at Castle Drakenhof, so it's in the battle. Let's build a Tzeentch cult, and we can help spread more Tzeentchy corruption from there. And we can also establish a symbiotic trickster cult. Ready to get some water. That should give us a considerable amount of funds. So we're gonna do a symbiotic trickster cult. We also pick up a lot of money. Our trickster cult income just went absolutely through the roof. I'm here for it too. I am here for it. I hate how it spreads all corruption. Like, why can't we just spread Tzeentch corruption? Like, why does that have to be all corruption? This one spreads Tzeentch corruption. That one spreads it, but gives us a ton of discoverability. That one spreads it. Does maintenance cost too. This one spreads it pretty good. That'll work. Alright, let's go down that road. And then let's build this building right there to help keep our discoverability low. And what was this one here? Remind myself, Zinch corruption. Prevents construction of occult confluence, discoverability. So it just spreads even more Zinch corruption, but really hurts discoverability. Alright, so let's maybe just put a training stuff in here. Can we pull out Chosen yet? Yes, we can. We just need to get the right building in place. Okay, so we should be spreading corruption quite nicely at Castle Drakenhof now. It should be increasing rather rapidly. We are going to need to get into an encamp stance if we don't want to take vampiric attrition, so I'll need to take care of that on the next one. Let's do some work here on this one, which basically makes us better while we're transformed. Skip the boring part, ammunition while transformed, reload time. So that'd be good with Kugath. Melee attack when transformed. Let's do that.
Curious trinkets for my head.
And then our iridescent horror is getting pretty high level here. Just have a little bit more magic to go.
Deceive.
And then Patchy, our Zinch cultist, also getting pretty high level. And then the blue scribes gaining power every moment. This Scrolls of the Apocalypse says each turn the army will have access to a randomly chosen cataclysm spell. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Unpredictable. Unforeseen.
Let's get some demon magic going on here. Okay, so here we go. Let's end another turn. I've got a lot of money to spend, and I need to spend it. Twisted Thor, which I believe is Trantor. Thanks for being such a long-time channel supporter, by the way. He says, I may get this DLC one day. I just don't have the time to play Warhammer at the moment. Too much work. An overreactive 2-year-old maniac child. I can't justify putting time or money into the game. Really bums me out. But at least I get to enjoy via your content. Well, thank you, and I hope you do get a chance to play it eventually. I know what it's like. You get in those busy times. There has definitely been times for me where I have to cut back. But, you know, it's always worth it. The kids aren't little forever. Like, I remember mine being 2, a handful, and now I've got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. And it's pretty awesome seeing them grow and, you know, learn and just accomplish a lot of stuff. It's pretty amazing. So I would say worth it on the other end when you get to see them become successful like that. I do want to recruit another lord, so let's recruit a new lord. We can get a Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Zinch, or Lore of Zinch, or we can get a Chaos Sorcerer, Lore of Metal, which is good, or we can get a Herald of Zinch, which I believe can be a Demon Prince later on, if I remember right, which I do think would be fun. So let's do that. Let's get a Zinchy Herald, and then let's start putting an army together for said Herald. We can't get heroes here. I think we should be able to get heroes at some of our areas, though. Let me see some of these buildings. Where did I put the good stuff? Altdorf had one? Yeah, we can get a cultist here. Let's get a cultist. Recruit hero. Cultist of Zinch. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's head back over here. So, Cultist of Zinch. Leadership in the army, campaign movement range, vigor loss reduction's kind of cool. Corruptor, Zinch corruption, that one's also kind of nice. Let's go right here. Then let's start moving this cultist up this way. And then as far as recruiting, we need to get into the right stance to do any recruiting. So I will take care of that once we're given the opportunity. Okay, alright. We should probably make some more symbiotic trickster cults. Some of these vampire locations, and some of them are making good money. I'm trying to keep spreading that sweet corruption here, though. We're still at Castle Drakenhof there, and then we're in Waldenhof. So let's move over a little bit closer to Waldenhof, but stay here so we can keep spreading that Zinch corruption here. And let's go ahead and end our turn, and then, yes, I know I have a lot of money, and we'll start to build some more buildings, but I'm just kind of trying to get things moving in the right direction here in terms of the next army. There we go. So we have opened a rift. It says Technology Research Bolt of Change. Quest issued. It says win the following battle, the Changeling's army, the Grand Scheme in the Empire. So we have opened that Zinchi Rift. Nice. I love it. We're just making a big mess everywhere we go, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's actually teleport and take care of the Grand Scheme in the Empire. We got the Trickster staff too. In the wrong stance. That's stupid. Let me move over here where I won't take the I guess I wouldn't take the corruption here because we got the Zinch corruption up high enough, but whatever. We're already over here, so let's go ahead and head into objectives, and let's fight the Grand Scheme for the Empire. Looks like we're going to be taking on Mr. Boris Todgringer, Dolph Schreiber, Ernst von Corden, and Alistair Wolf. Yeah, okay, whatever. You're all going down. Ain't no one got a chance here. They do have rockets, though. I don't like the rockets. I'll have to kill those, but here we go. Let's fight the battle. I'll get to a comment while we're on the way. Let's see. Pykel says, just as Ugly Mug gets the beast, the episode ends. Oh, okay, yeah. So just as I get the Vortex Beast, took me a minute to understand that one. Yeah, but we got to put him to good use there. So hopefully you got a good chance to see the Vortex Beast in good use there. So good times. Let's see. Mangy Minotaur says, I haven't played Warhammer 3 much. What I do know is that these are always a treat. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying it. And maybe one day you will get to play it if you want to. But you know what? There's some games that I've never played, but I did watch them on YouTube or Twitch. And so I totally understand the mindset. Like, sometimes it's just easier to watch something, or if it's something you know that you won't really get into personally, but you like it, you know, like that it's entertaining. So you can end up in that situation. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna set these guys up, and I need to locate that rocket battery. That is a target of extreme concern. And I do not... Yeah, there it is. I see the Hellstorm rocket battery. It is just outside of range. I think what I'm gonna do... It has got a heck of a range there. That has got a massive range on it. I could deploy my troops farther back and try and deal quickly with the rockets. Stay out of range. Let me try that and see what happens there. We could use the Changeling to draw some fire. There we go. We got these units back here. Knights of Immolation. Okay, and then I want to get these two goofballs over here, and then I need my pinks just back here with the rest of the troops. Okay, I think we've pretty well got things situated. There's one more unit way out here. Oh, it's 2 units, sorry. That's the ones I want there. Just reading the map wrong. Okay. Let's get the Changeling up front, and let's go ahead and transform into Kugath, and then I'm going to move back here and go get rid of that Hellstorm battery. There we go. I can actually target it with the Stanks. Alright, says, rout the enemy leaders and allow them to return home to speak of Altdorf's trap. Okay, so I guess we're trying to trick them into going back to Altdorf and reporting some falsities here. Did I skip the sequence coming in? Like, did he speak? Or did it just come straight into the battle? If I skipped the sequence, then I apologize for being an absolute idiot, but I don't remember there being one.
What was that?
And I'm gonna get rid of that Hellstorm battery in a big hurry. Wow, that did nothing to it. That's really rather annoying. I guess it's because it moved and we missed it. Let's see if it can dodge that. Alright, tanks just hit it again, and then we got the drop on it right there. Okay, fantastic. Ooh, actually, let's use this big storm. They're all like lobbed up over here, so let's use that on them. Alright, so... yeah, that was a pretty big hit. That was a pretty big hit. We'll take that. I gotta build up some winds of magic here. We definitely got their attention, and getting rid of that Hellstorm rocket battery is gonna be pretty clutch. Taking some fire here from those pistoliers, so I'm gonna clear out just a little bit. That should allow me now to move my main forces forward. Like that right there. Okay. We definitely got the Empire's attention here. Probably wondering where I picked up these fancy steam tanks. Man, we are causing some nice damage with the steam tanks, too. Free company, a lot of free company militia here.
Instruments of deception.
Okay. Moving up into position. I'm gonna back up just a little bit here. Gonna buy myself just a little time. What I could really use right now is Tzeentch's Firestorm, but I don't have it available. But I could put this Flamestorm down here and basically disrupt the enemy really terribly.
Infection is inevitable.
And that looks to be successful. So the AI is bulldozing. Oh, they're going for my sorcerers, so we're not going to allow that. So I'm going to move back with my spellcasters. There we go. Oh, we do have Tzeentch's Firestorm. Oh, yes. And I'm going to unleash Tzeentch's Firestorm out there while I keep them pinned down with Kugath. There's Tzeentch's Firestorm. And the Empire is in very, very bad shape at the moment. Is that Toddy? It is Toddy. Alright, let's get our Screamers and come shut down these war wagons. Let's bring our Mutilith Vortex Beast forward. Knights of Immolation. So I'm sure the Lord escapes. Okay, so we need to not kill him. Got it. So we're trying to get them to go and spread our lies back to Altdorf, I believe. Alright, here comes the Knights of Immolation. Alright, those war wagons ought to be hurting. Got the Empire Cavalry. Let's pull our Knights of Immolation up out of there. It looks like there's reinforcements coming. There's a steam tank inbound as well. Do I have a... Yep, I got a final transmutation available. Actually, I gotta be careful because we don't want to kill that routing dude. There we go. I think that will get both of these characters. I need these Knights of Immolation up out of combat. There we go. Alright, we routed another one, so let's just back off once we route them. We just need to route old Toddbringer here. Alright, let's pull back here, pull back a little. Lecter. Oh, that guy is almost dead. No one shoot him. Don't shoot him, don't shoot him, get away. Let's pull back here a little further. And... dang, we almost killed that guy. That was bad. Let's get my spellcaster back here, keep him safe. Got some enemies behind us back here. Let's get our two Screamers to attack that Empire Knight. Let's get our Manticore in there as well. And then where are my Knights of Immolation at? Okay, we got them out of combat. Alright, so we've got those two lords successfully fleeing. Old Toddy's playing a little hard to get with us here. Hey, just because you have a steam tank doesn't mean you should shoot me with it, okay? Just saying. They are really after my sorcerer here. Okay, we got rid of those Empire Knights. Vortex Beast getting a little bit scraped up here. A lot of incoming fire around it. I'm going to back up and get my barrier back. I'm taking a lot of fire from those archers, and it's a pretty big critter. Okay. So it looks like we've got 3 enemy leaders routing back towards Altdorf. I need to go deal with that steam tank. I've had just about enough of that, so I'm going to send these flyers over there to deal with it rather harsh and quickly.
Take position!
Okay, my Mutilith Beast keeps getting stuck on the way out, so let's kind of continue to retreat. Kugath is just being Kugath up here, taking up space and being hard to kill. Alright, we routed another one. And there they go. Steam tank will be unbreakable, as are those Altdorf Griffites there. But we are going to have to get out here. Take that down. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Easy, easy, easy. Do we have to kill this guy? It doesn't give me like a flag over him saying that he has to live. Ooh, take it easy there, Pinks. Alright, let's lay off the fire there with our pink horrors who just about killed the routing guys there. I don't know how many of them have to escape, if it's just one, or if it's many. Alright, this guy's coming back for more here. He's gonna need a bigger sword. Probably some Lysol while he's at it too. Hey, take it easy on the routing guy, you're gonna kill him. I'm gonna turn fire at will off here. Oh gosh, the steam tanks are shooting at him too. Stop! Take it easy. I don't want you to kill everybody. Alright, there we go. How are we? How are we doing? So we're waiting on all these guys to rout. They are almost all the way off the battlefield. Yep, that's the white line, so... Alright, there goes one. I think at this point we just have to defeat the other steam tank. And we are taking a very nice chunk out of it at the moment. Let's send the Mutilith Beast over. Actually, the Mutilith Beast ought to do very well against the steam tank. You all take it easy over there. You're going to hit my own guys. Alright, here we go. I don't know why I didn't bring this thing up. Well, I do know why I didn't bring it sooner, because the barrier was very hurt. But the Vortex Beast will make short work of this steam tank here. Very cool looking one, though. I love the paint scheme going on it.
Now we strike! Forward, man!
Gonna use our last ability here. Do you have a tank? I've got a beast with some kind of crazy vortex on its back, so... How would you do matched animations for a steam tank and the vortex beast? That would be pretty interesting. I can understand why matched animations were not really a thing in Warhammer. Probably difficult to pull off. This thing is whooping up on that tank. As it should. It does anti-large armor-piercing damage, so... There we go. So the grand scheme in the Empire is complete. We've wiped out their steam tank, sent their lords fleeing, and let's end the battle. Again, I wonder, did it have like a scene at the beginning and I just skipped it? Like, I don't know. It'd be cool if it was narrated, but maybe it's not. Maybe it just had the explanation and I wasn't paying attention because I'm talking all the time, like Crowboy. One way or the other, though, we'll figure it out. So as we get back out here to the screen, we'll just kind of check and see what we get. Not a lot of anything from that battle, to be honest. Let's just take this. So the grand scheme in the Empire is going to be complete. It says, with the Elector Counts in full rebellion against their Emperor, unruly mercenaries have taken to raiding bordering regions for subsistence it wouldn't be too hard to sneak a cultist or two into their ranks. You need only pick where they should go. So we can summon a trickster cultist in Kislev, we can summon in the Darklands, or we can summon in both Kislev and the Darklands. Why not both? So there we go. Got a trickster cult. Why did it give it to us? Oh, that's my new one at Altdorf.
Like a house of cards, the authority of the Empire can be a fragile thing. A simple yet dastardly scheme has ensured its lands have descended into civil war. For the Changeling, a spectacle wholly worth his engagements with the petty, bickering mortals.
Okay, well, I think that will do well for this episode. We've got a lot more to do. We got Boris Todbringer as a new form. We picked up a new regiment of renown, the Golden Griffin. I'll probably put him in the other army. And then we picked up a weapon here, which is the Ruined Blade. And we got Eckhold Hellbrass as well. Interesting. I wonder how we got that. It must have just been a random one.
Your bears are weak.
Alright, so...
Blunt.
Okay, we get it. Everything's weak and blunt. I have to use global recruiting. There's no recruiting here available in Erengrad? No, there sure isn't. It's over at Salzenmoon. That's where I have all the recruiting. Alright, well, hang on. Cease that nonsense. Let's just move over here and see if we can recruit from here. Ah, we're talking. Alright, so there we go. I am gonna stack us up an army here, just a base of Chaos Warriors. I think we need some, oh, we definitely need a couple of Mutawith Vortex Beast. And what else do we want in this army? Little smorgasbord, pick what we like here. I'd like some pinks, but I want to get some good ones. Probably a couple Screamers. Well, we don't... Yeah, I mean, Screamers be helpful. Let's just let that stuff start to build, and then we'll think on the next episode of all the other things we want. I'd like to get Exalted Pinks, so I'm going to get that building started so that we can take care of that need. There we go. I'm going to build some more buildings here. See if we can keep discoverability low. And there's probably more recruitment that we could put together here. Nice to get access to those knights, so let's go down that road. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this episode. I am going to call it good for now. HeirofCarthage signing out, and I'll see you soon with some more Changeling action. As far as the next schemes go, I think I'll send one army to Kislev, and then we can either send the other one to the Darklands or up here into Norska. Actually, I think Norska's included in Kislev's. So maybe we'll send one to Kislev, like the one that's starting here. We'll send it off into Kislev, and then we'll take the Changeling maybe and head to the Darklands or something and do some scheming over there. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Heir of Change, signing out.